Hi guys, it is Stacy and I'm here with a special guest, Jonathan. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. If you guys are listening, jump on. I'm gonna fix this because I cannot stand that thing in the background. It's probably just gonna have to stay. Boom. Whatever, it's staying. Did you guys hear like a whole bunch of noise and we're getting our generator installed and they're making a whole bunch of noise, which we are so cool with because we can't wait for our generator. Which, thank you to all the donors who supported us for that. You guys are so amazing. All right, to the important stuff. I'm really excited about this. We have been working on this for a very long time here at 2-in-1, and I'm just going to read directly from a press release that went out in December, and then I'm going to let Jonathan take it away because he has some really cool background to share with you guys. So the VA provides $1 million in funding for Florida Veterans Support Line, which is a line that we have been answering here at 2-in-1 for the past 2 years or so. And we get a good amount of callers, especially like mental health related and different resources for employment or emotional support to provide veterans with, or housing and different stuff like that. But the Crisis Center of Tampa, this is where it originated. They've been doing this for the past, 2014, so 5 years or so, wow. Providing this service. And what it is, it's an effort of the Crisis Center of Tampa, the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs, and Florida Department of Veterans Affairs announced that they received this money to provide Florida veterans, obviously with the support that they need. And the director of the Sunshine Healthcare Network said this new collaboration with the Crisis Center of Tampa Bay and the Florida Department of Veterans Affairs will play a vital role in our suicide prevention efforts, which is a huge component to what we do at 2-in-1, and branching out and reaching a specific group of people is, my heart wants to explode. It's connecting veterans who are experiencing an emotional or mental health crisis with certified veteran counselors at 2-in-1 centers across Florida. And this can and will save lives. And that's where Jonathan comes in. But hold on, there's more good stuff to come. So it's called it's a peer-to-peer support role, which here at 2-in-1, we've never done that before. So I'm really excited about that. And he's coming on into this role, being able to share life experiences and build that relationship with other veterans, which is a huge component because typically we're giving out resources or information or allowing our callers to understand kind of on their own where they're at in their role in life and kind of the position that they're taking and provide emotional support, but let them get to that point. Whereas here with Jonathan, he's able to share, like I said, life experiences and really, really, truly connect with these veterans who have done so much for us. So I'm going to stop rambling. There's a whole bunch more I could say, but I want to hand it off to you. Can you tell our audience kind of how did you learn about 2-in-1 in this position, and then your service that you've done?
Yeah. So I think initially I heard about it through some friends. I had just left another veteran support service agency, and I was still looking to continue the mission at home, and it had been brought to my attention that 2-in-1 had a position available, and so I inquired into it. I looked into it when I heard what it was about and what you were doing over here. I jumped right on it. So I'm really excited about this because it really is like a battle buddy project where we get to come in and work alongside our brothers and our sisters, and like I said, continue this mission at home. And coming back from the service, transition was very difficult for me. I was in the Marines for 4 years. I got out in 2004. I went to university, but I struggled. I had a hard time and fell into alcoholism and addictions and everything else, and so it was hard for a real long time, and just navigating the streets and dealing with the bureaucracy of the VA and everything else. And so I had a heart, like I said, for serving brothers and sisters. I did get involved in a veteran service project on campus called VOICE, Veterans Operating in Community Education. And that just kind of went from one thing to another as far as getting involved with nonprofits. And
So how long from the time that you came home to getting involved in the project was that time frame for you?
This project?
No, the voice you said?
Oh, right. Well, I jumped right into it.
Okay. So you knew, like, I want to stick with my brothers and sisters.
Yeah,
like,
well, that was community, that was home for sure. So anywhere I could find my fellow peers, that was a safe place.
Yeah. And what did you do there again?
So I was the student body president for Voice, and we'd basically just raise campus awareness for other veterans as to cool. What benefits were out there and things like that.
I love it. And then from there, what have you done?
So from there, I did my internship with WorkSource Washington. I was like it was a work study actually, is what I did, and so part of the time I was in school, part of the time I was working, and I was helping veterans find jobs. And from that, I met up with some buddies, and we were like, hey, we really need to raise awareness about some of these social issues that we have going on, like suicide, and so we started doing these 100-mile hikes, and we started the Warfighter Foundation, and we got some partners with like Killcliff and Oakley, and just got involved in that arena, which was a lot of fun. Yeah. But ultimately, I was still hurting inside, and so I guess it was about just an overall 12-year journey of self-discovery and just kind of falling up and falling down and picking myself back up, and a never quit kind of attitude. Yeah. That's just really led me from one agency to another.
I love it. And for those veterans or anybody out there who may need support or who may be going through something, do you have any tips or advice for them? Like, what did you do during that journey to kind of self-discovery, your outlet, so to speak?
Yeah, it was really an evolution. I found that early on I was really focused on just my physical health. Getting back in the gym and hanging out with like-minded alpha males and running and hitting the gym hard and all of that, but that wasn't helping with a lot of the addictions and the partying and all the other things that I was using to self-medicate and cope with some of the traumas and the other ordeals. And for me, it really came down to being a whole process of this mind, body, and spirit.
Yes. The holistic approach. That is... Yeah. You're so amazing. If you guys are just tuning in, I'm sitting with Jonathan. He's our new veteran care coordinator here at 211. Pop him some comments below. Say hello. He is you're right now going through all the training. Right. And getting all that stuff, all the stuff needed to answer these calls that will be coming in once we share more. Again, we've been answering the Veteran Crisis Hotline for roughly 2 years here at 211, but this is a new component, a peer-to-peer support system. And we really want to encourage any veterans out there to utilize the 211 number, the My Florida Vet number, and I have that 1-800 number in here somewhere. It's 1-844 My Florida Vet, and you also dial 211. And these veteran peers, they're able to easily relate to veteran callers because of the similar life experiences that are unique to the veteran community. And again, that peer-to-peer support is unique to 211 services that we are now offering. And there's also follow-up calls that come with this program as well, in case you want to call back, which is a huge part of what we are. We are here for you. You are never alone. Jonathan, what so far have you learned about 211 that you didn't know before you joined the team?
Oh, well, I'm just amazed at how much we're able to do and how many services are out there to the veterans. I mean, it's amazing, and you can't get help unless you ask. And I think for a lot of us in the service, we sort of have that pride thing going where we think we can do it ourselves, but at the same time, when you were downrange, you had a team, and you have to recognize that you're coming home to a team too. And I think that's what 211 provides, is that team and that family environment where you you come in and have access to brothers and sisters who care.
So cool. So what I'm hearing is it's important to get this number out. It's important to let your family, friends know that 211 is here. There are support systems available to you, and I want to encourage you to utilize them. I know that they're here, and it is, veterans hold a near and dear place to my heart, so I want to say thank you for everything that you've done for our country. My father's one. I got a lot of males in my family that are veterans, and I can never wrap my head around like the way that you guys serve. So super appreciative on that part. And there's also a local veteran newsletter that Gordon Lightfoot puts out, and it's called the Post Dispatch. If you haven't heard of it, go look it up. It gives a bunch of stuff that's going on in the community with the veterans and resources that are available to them. But he's been doing this for some time now, and he put out an article, back in December. Yeah, it's already February.
Wow.
And he didn't even know about our services. And he was trying to let other veterans know that there are hotlines available to you, and there is a local one here in the Big Bend region. And we'll also be answering some Gainesville calls as well. But it is all of Florida. All you have to do, seriously, is dial 211 and let us know you are a veteran. And we look forward to answering those calls. Do you have any lasting thoughts for veterans out there listening right now that you want to share?
Yeah, I just tell you to keep your head up and be encouraged, and just know that it's you're not alone, and we're glad you're home, and the best years are yet to come. So stay focused, stay vigilant, and ask for help, because it's here for you.
Yay. We will definitely have more with Jonathan. This is a huge project, and we're learning something new every day, as are the other 211s in Florida. So if you have any questions, give us some comments below or get in touch with us via our website or Facebook. Until next time, thank you, Jonathan.
Thank you.
Bye, you guys.
Bye.